Okay, I know what you're wondering. I haven't shaved today, and yeah, I know, I'm sorry, but sometimes I just like to... You're wondering about the blindfold. Funny story. You see, I've recently discovered I suffer from something called trailer phobia, which is a fear of I don't know if that's the actual word for it, but it's a thing and I suffer from it. Therefore, since the Toy Story 4 advert dropped, my life has been a literal living hell. I've been sent link after link after link, like... I don't think I'd be exaggerating if I said I'd been told to watch this trailer over 1,000 times. And at first I thought I could avoid it, but only 2 weeks after the trailer, they released a full clip from the film, and well, it just confirmed it's only a matter of time until they release an actual trailer, so I took a precautionary measure, hence the, okay, I'll shave. Oh my god, you just can't please some people. I already know what you're writing in the comments. Oh, look at me, I'm an edgy film fan who doesn't like trailers. That's what you're thinking I am. That was a poorly worded metaphor, sorry. The point I'm trying to make is that it's not uncommon for people to dislike trailers. Oftentimes, trailers can be criticized for giving away too much plot information and therefore can ruin the film. There's a whole group of people that believe this, but I don't really feel like I belong to this group of people. I've more or less been on the opposite side of the spectrum my entire life as someone who thought trailers were great at getting you hyped for a film. I mean, even bad films have good trailers normally. But unfortunately, in the last year, my opinion has changed, and I can't claim to fit into either of these categories, and I'm much more in the middle now. As I personally believe it all depends on the type of trailer. And if you're wondering what I mean by type of trailer, I'm glad you asked, because that's how I'm structuring this video in 3 types of trailers. There are definitely more types of trailers, but these are the 3 I'm talking about, so that's all that matters. Firstly, you have teasers, which are great. I have absolutely nothing against teasers. The Toy Story 4 teaser, for example, is great. I loved it. It basically gave nothing away about the film, like other than there's gonna be a new fork toy character, and I made a whole video out of it. I'm not saying I'm the one that gave them the idea for the film, but I'm also totally saying Toy Story 4 was my idea. But an even better example of a perfect teaser was the Frozen 2 teaser that was dropped last week. This was flawless. There's literally one word said in this entire trailer, and it's Elsa muttering okay to herself. That's it. Once again, it gave basically no plot details away and made me infinitely more excited for a film that I wasn't really expecting all that much from. Put simply, my belief is that a teaser done right like this is all that should be needed to get someone to go see a film. Unfortunately, that's never the case though. Most films usually have like 3 trailers before they're released. And when it comes to these official trailers, I'm always a little more on edge because more often than not, they start delving into plot points. Which brings us to the second type of trailer, being one made by a huge studio that don't even want the tiniest of secrets getting revealed to the public before the film's release. And these trailers are also usually very good. And I think Star Wars are the perfect example of this because no matter what you think about their most recent episodical films, you've got to admit the trailers are good. I mean, at least they don't give much away. Which is also a trait shared by the Avengers because, I mean, I couldn't tell what was going to happen in Avengers Infinity War, and I feel like I'm a pretty above average viewer in terms of knowledge, so yeah. And that's why for the most part I watch and enjoy trailers by Star Wars, Marvel, Game of Thrones, and even The Wizarding World. You know, unless they release a trailer that takes place after a film that hasn't even come out yet, and it's revolving around a character who died in the last... But no one watched that trailer anyway. Despite Pixar obviously being a massive studio, I don't think it comes under this bracket, which is where the third category comes in. Trailers that show as much as they can without completely spoiling the film. You see, the likes of Disney and Pixar aren't overly concerned about revealing too much in their trailers because unlike the fandoms I mentioned earlier, their audiences are significantly younger. Meaning the brains of the majority of people watching the trailers simply aren't developed enough to piece together a story from the oddments of clips from the trailer. And then the older people who enjoy their films will just go anyway. I mean, I can vouch for that. I will go see Toy Story 4 regardless of how much info gets spoiled. Your standard animation studio could release 4 or 5 trailers, and by the time the film's out, will just start releasing full-fledged clips. But I'm not joking. This clip from Coco, which is firstly quite late on in the film, and secondly outright says the false reveal that Ernesto de la Cruz was Miguel's great-great-grandfather.
Miguel, your great-great-grandson
was uploaded to YouTube before the film even came out. Which brings me back to my trailer phobia, if you will, because last year I made 5 videos analyzing new Incredibles 2 content and making predictions. Whether it be trailers, pictures, or even Lego sets, I wanted to be first to the news so I could share it with my audience, and I think every one of those videos got over 100,000 views, which is quite good for me at the time, and still is. My channel hasn't really grown that much since then. And with the videos doing well, people enjoying them, from the perspective of me, a trailer analyst, it was great. There were only two routes this could go down. One, I get it right and people praise me for my clear, clairvoyant abilities, or two, I get it wrong and no one cares because the video was released months ago. It really was a win-win situation, which is why I kept going and never really stopped to think about how I ruined the film for over 100,000 people all the way back in February. Someone will have a master plan, presumably Evelyn Diva, and no one will have seen this master plan coming. You know, maybe Evelyn's like a puppeteer controlling the supers in her... Of course, at the time, I didn't think I was going to be completely spot on, because what would be the logic from Pixar's perspective to release all the information in February? I thought. That was until I got this book. A book I ordered on the 9th of May 2018 to reference in my final Incredibles 2 prediction video because I saw it had info on the wannabe supers from the Pixar Posts YouTube channel. It arrived on the day I was finishing up editing the video and I opened the book to see this wasn't just some Incredibles trivia book. This book contained the entire plot for The Incredibles 2. Yeah, it had the info on the supers in the middle, but the rest of the book was literally a novelization of The Incredibles 2. I mean, I probably should have realized the book was called the Junior Novelization, but don't blame me. Blame Amazon's buy now with one click system, because who checks what they're buying anymore? Anyway, the point I was trying to make is that Pixar was openly selling this book from the 1st of May last year, and Incredibles 2 didn't even premiere until the 5th of June and wasn't out to public audiences until the middle of that month, 45 days after this book's release. I never read the book because I wanted to experience the story firsthand as it was intended, but when I saw the film, I already knew exactly what was going to happen because I'd predicted it all months ago. The trailers had given away all the information, and because I spent so much time analyzing and watching them, I'd already seen the film just in the wrong order multiple times before I even went to see it, which sadly caused me to not enjoy the film as much as I feel like I should have. I'd be kidding myself if I said it was better than the original. Which brings me back to Toy Story 4, because this is basically the most excited I've ever been for a film ever. And for that reason, I don't want to ruin it for myself in the same way I kind of ruined Incredibles 2, and that's why I'm planning on avoiding all of the Toy Story 4 trailers and promotional material and, well, that's it. Which I know is probably annoying to hear from your perspective, the viewer, because you probably wanted to see trailer analysis videos by me, and, well, I've just confirmed I'm not making any. But I learned an important lesson last year, not just that Pixar's trailers can't be trusted, and felt like I should share it with you. So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking here. You can watch another video by clicking here. You can check out my merch here and in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, by the way, YouTube, this isn't a bird box challenge. Please don't demonetize me. You've got more important things to be worrying about at the moment.